So a zhulian is a beaded curtain, literally translated a pearl curtain. You can imagine a tragic figure parting beaded curtains aimlessly as she waits for her beloved to return to her. That's the kind of mental picture the writer is shooting for. 大家好，欢迎收听唱歌学中文. Hi everybody, welcome to Sing and Learn Chinese. Today we're going to learn an ancient song that has been passed down for thousands of years, going back to the earliest Chinese dynasties. Nah, just kidding. This is 卷珠帘 by Huo Zun, aka Rolling Up the Pearl Beaded Curtain by Henry Huo. It's an original song that helped Henry win the first season of China's singer-songwriter competition, Sing My Song. 卷珠帘 describes a woman from ancient China waiting fruitlessly for her husband, love, significant other, beloved whatchamacallit to come back to her. And there are two versions to the song. The original, which was sung during the competition, is the one that we're going to go over today. We'll save the remake for another day. And with that said, let's dig in. 镌刻好，每到眉间心上. Oh boy. To start off, I have to warn you that this is not an easy song to understand. Huo Zun uses a lot of classical Chinese, aka 文言文. Think Shakespearean English. It's about the same level of complexity, maybe more. So the lyrics are pretty deep and poetic and all that, meaning there's a lot of space for interpretation. But not to worry, you have me, and I will teach you everything you need to know, and then some. Anywho, 镌刻好 means well engraved or engraved skillfully. 每到眉间心上 means every eyebrow is on the heart. So every eyebrow is skillfully engraved on the heart. Or the space between the eyebrows is on the heart. I'm not a poetry major, don't shoot me. 画间透过思量. The closest translation I can come up with is, the art room is filled with thoughts. But I feel like you could probably interpret this line a dozen different ways, so I'm just going to leave it at that. 沾染了墨色烫. Something's dyed, as in paint dye, not dead dye. And then 墨色烫, ink drips. So ink droplets have dyed something. 千家文都泛黄. 1,000 texts, scrolls, letters, papers, that sort of thing, have yellowed over time. 夜起密窗纱微微亮. The night is quiet, the window screens glow slightly in the dark. 复袖起舞于梦中徘徊. So 复袖 are like those fancy long sleeves that you see in period dramas. 起舞 means they're dancing anthropomorphically, like, you know, Disney's Fantasia. And then 于梦中徘徊 means something along the lines of dancing in dreams, dancing with dreams, wandering in dreams. Yeah, that. Okay, next. 相思漫上心扉. 相思 means to miss someone. And then 漫上心扉 means winding up the doors of the heart like a vine. If you've ever seen how vines and vegetation slowly creep up walls and doors and such, then that's the mental picture. So, fun fact. There's a type of bean called the 相思豆, which in English is jaquirity, or the rosary pea. It's bright red, and legend has it that when a woman's husband was called off to war, she wept for him every day under a tree. Over time, she ran out of tears, and she started crying blood. The blood droplets turned into little red beans, and that's how you get 相思豆, the beans of longing. And that is your creepy story for the day. You're welcome. Side note, rosary peas are poisonous, so don't eat them. Not that you would, I hope. Okay, moving on. 她眷恋梨花泪. 她眷恋 means she is missing someone or being nostalgic. And 梨花泪 are pear blossom tears. This line comes from a Tang Dynasty poem, 长恨歌, written by Bai Yi. 长恨歌literally translated means a song of long hatred. But it's really a sentimental poem about a historical love story, or something like that. You see, Bai Yi never told people what his poem was really about, so folks have been guessing and writing theses and books and essays about this poem for ages. Must be fun to be an ancient poet. You can jerk people's chains for centuries. Just kidding. Okay, next. 净化红妆等谁归? So in this line, the narrator of the song is saying, the person is quietly putting on red makeup. Who are you waiting for? Or in other words, it's like the narrator is watching the woman putting on her makeup and asking, whose return are you waiting for? 空留伊人徐徐憔悴. The left behind person grows wan and sallow, languishing. Very Romeo and Juliet. Then we come to the chorus. 颜值香味. The scent of rouge. 卷珠帘是为谁? Who are you rolling up the beaded curtain for? And this is the song's title, as you can see. 卷珠帘. So a 珠帘 is a beaded curtain, literally translated, a pearl curtain. You can imagine a tragic figure parting beaded curtains aimlessly as she waits for her beloved to return to her. That's the kind of mental picture the writer is shooting for. Next. 不见高轩. I cannot see the high tower. 夜月明，此时难为情. The moon is bright and I am feeling terrible all day and all night. Ha, that kind of rhymes. Actually, 此时难为情 means more like at this moment I am not feeling good. And again, this line refers to another ancient Chinese poem, this time by the famous poet Li Bai. And guess what this poem's about? That's right, another sad woman longing for the return of her beloved. Starting to see a theme here? 细雨落入初春的清晨. Delicate rains fall on an early spring morning. 悄悄唤醒枝芽, quietly waking the tender green sprouts or shoots. 听微风耳畔响, listening to the breeze ringing in the ears. 探流水溪落画伤, the falling water injures the flowers. Poor flowers. 谁在烟云处琴声长? Who is playing an instrument in the cloudy fog? Okay, well, that was a doozy, but congrats! You have learned 霍尊 卷珠帘, and you deserve a pat on the back. Oh, and if you want to check out version 2 of the song, you can do that with the links in the description. Now, go watch something more cheery than this. I suggest one of the videos on the screen. And I will see you in the next video. Remember to love one another, but don't cry tears of blood. Until we sing again, 再见.